Not McGregor fast, McGregor sleep.
Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead.
Am
you
I?
got unfinished business.
Really?
You better show up.
And this time when I put you on skates, I'm gonna leave you frozen like Elsa.
You haven't looked right since. After that 5-round Mendes fight, which arguably could have went to him, you look like you've had a stroke. The left side of your face is drooping.
Nowadays, verbal and mental warfare has been an indispensable part of MMA fighting. Ever more fighters try their utmost to humiliate and demoralize their rivals to gain popularity and sell fights. So, without further ado, let's take a look at some of UFC's trash-talking gods of the decade.
Of course, UFC. I'm like killer, you know, they pay for me, I kill somebody.
Khamzat Chimaev's trash talk style can best be summarized up in a few lines.
Can I smash everybody?
For everybody, I kill everybody.
Yeah, you smash somebody, you get money, brother. I'm here to kill.
It also includes screaming louder than his opponents, inserting a homosexual reference, and hitting something.
I can see you every minute, come on backstage.
And lately, a big source of his trash talk revolves around labeling other fighters as fake gangsters.
I'm real gangster. I eat the gangster for breakfast.
And although his verbal combat includes quite intense words, many, like Chael Sonnen, find it quite endearing.
Khamzat will use even stronger words like murder. I'm going to murder him. But there's something cute because of the accent.
Mark Zuckerberg, lad, I'm gonna punch your head in. I'm sick of you, lad. Know what I mean? Sick of you shutting my Instagram accounts down.
UFC's self-proclaimed new cash cow, Paddy Pimblett's stock continues to rise from his trash-talking game and brash antics during interviews. What separates this up-and-coming star is just how natural it is for him to talk trash. Not a single word he utters sounds forced.
And hopefully I get to talk to you with the microphone in my hand.
Oh, you will. And I'll be saying, where's me 50 grand?
What did I tell you, Mike? Me and you will be having this conversation after the first round finish.
He's not playing a character. This is not a facade. It's just the way he is. Despite how ridiculous and over-the-top Paddy can be, he backs up all the talk. If Paddy Pimblett says he's going to teabag you right after humiliating you in front of a crowd of 20,000 people, he does exactly that.
I want to squat as close to his head as I possibly can without the ref shouting at me.
I will say that sometimes it takes more cojones to stop yourself than it does to keep going. And that's something Mike Bisping can learn about from Frank.
I knew there was a Bisping dig in there somewhere.
There are many parallels between Dominick Cruz's fighting style and his trash talk. Dominick is an early adopter of mind games in MMA. He has a habit of creeping into your head and living there rent-free by playing into any self-doubt the fighter might have and convincing them that they're not good enough to beat him.
You're slow, and you go out there and you think that you're going to land that big punch, but when you're whiffing and when you're missing and you think that big shot's going to land and then you realize it's not, and I'm not there like a ghost, and you're missing and missing, then you go back to that stool and you talk to Justin Buchholz, who says he hasn't changed and he's got nothing to tell you and you know it. Then you're going to realize real quick that you signed a check that you can't cash. I'm going to take all your money and I'm going to embarrass you.
Instead of insulting your family or religion, Cruz calmly explains to you why he's the better fighter and why you suck.
People similar to your style and similar to your skeleton, people that switch stance, people that are faster than you, people that mix takedowns in.
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me, dummy. You gotta talk to me.
Dominick wins fights before they even start by verbally obliterating you to smithereens.
He's gonna miss, he's often. I'm gonna connect often. I'm gonna pick him apart and beat him, and he's not gonna have the belt. He thinks he will, just like he thought last time.
His uncanny ability to make you feel like a complete idiot is a breath of fresh air in a sport filled with so many copycats and Conor McGregor wannabes.
Go ahead, come over here.
Yeah.
Come on, turd, let's go.
Unhook me.
Ooh, I hope he comes. Bring it, come on, come on, come on.
And people say the punches weren't really necessary. Maybe
they were super necessary.
Why were they necessary?
What do you mean, why were they not necessary?
Because he was already knocked out at that point.
But the referee hadn't pulled me off. And my job is to hit somebody till the referee pulls me off. So to those people, I would say maybe don't watch MMA, go back to soccer. You wake up in the hospital and there's nobody there because nobody cares for you. It's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna suck for you, bro, but you're gonna wake up in the hospital.
While his recent performance in the octagon have divided fans, you can't deny that part of his metrics rise to stardom in the last few years can be attributed to his grade A trash talk. Pair some of the smoothest trash talk the sport has ever seen and 3 violent finishes in 1 year, and what do you get? That's right, McGregor levels of cash flow.
That's why this is a whole third world country like Brazil, just to sell a pay-per-view just for some pieces of silver. Not somebody that I align with in any way, shape, or form. So I can't wait to send him to the ER.
Jorge's trash talk is done with so much finesse, it just comes across as cool.
A lot of people said, you included, I think, that what I did to Ben was a little uncalled for. No, it wasn't. What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for.
Despite wanting to break your face, you can't help but be fond of him. Now, we can't mention Jorge without talking about the infamous 3-piece and soda interview.
You are what you are, bro. You're just a loser in life, man. You're not gonna get a hit off me, you know. So I thought, give him the 3-piece with the soda.
A lot of the stuff I say is truth, and if people have feelings, you know, this isn't the feelings championships. This is the fighting championships. So whatever I gotta do to sell a fight is what I gotta do.
Tyrell Woodley's father. I'm his legal guardian, so, you know, I haven't signed off and given his permission to fight that little YouTube kid, the kid with the little pubes on his face, Snake Paul.
Where do we start with a guy that wears a red Make America Great Again baseball cap and channels Donald Trump in his words and views? Colby Covington has admitted he will say whatever it takes to sell fights, and maintains that. His trash talking is harsh and often crosses the line.
So bad for me.
Could you please do that?
Think about that. She's got a cheating ass son and she's got a scammer ass husband. That must be shitty in that household.
You know, the truth is Jorge Masvidal is a piece of shit father. He's a piece of shit fighter, and I hope I get to expose him in front of the whole world soon.
A few notable below-the-belt moments are with Robbie Lawler and Kamaru Usman. Covington taunted Lawler about avoiding train tracks, knowing Lawler's good friend was in a near-fatal accident involving a train.
Hey, let's talk about the lesson we learned tonight. It's a strong lesson that Robbie should have learned from his good buddy, Matt Hughes. You stay off the tracks when the train's coming through, Junior. Don't matter if it's a Trump train or the Colby train. Get out the way!
He mocked Kamaru Usman's manager, who passed away from a heart attack.
I know you gave Glenn a heart attack for all those years you were ducking me, so don't worry, he'll be watching from hell on December 14th.
He's definitely graduated from the professional wrestling school of how to be a bad guy with straight A's. And those A's, they stand for antagonistic, aggravating, and arrogance.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Got Kevin on the mic, what we gonna do? Woo, woo. Alright, okay playing, guys, okay playing.
Kevin Holland has a distinct kind of trash talk. What distinguishes him from everyone else is that he doesn't say much before the fight, but during the fight, he just does not shut up, constantly cracking jokes and distracting his opponent. So much so that Dana White famously nicknamed him Big Mouth.
I came in and fought the fight, still talking. In there with Thiago Santos, this beast. Talking so much his mouthpiece fell out twice.
Win, lose, or draw Holland, you'll be wishing he had an off button. His trash talk has got him into the UFC on short notice and has kept him there going on a 5-fight win streak in 2020. His trash talk has earned him several main event fights and even a fight against the infamous Khamzat Chimaev.
That's what he does, right?
Yes.
I think I do it better. Who's fought the most this year? I mean, I think he should stay at 70. I think he could be a champ at 170, but he comes up here to 85, and I'm gonna bang that boy up.
His entertaining style and anyone, anywhere, anytime attitude have solidified him as a fan favorite.
Telling me, I'm like, there's like some little Mean Girls club, like, ooh, we not talking to you. Yeah, fuck that guy.
What do you call an anime fan that just so happens to be one of the best fighters on the planet?
You ever heard about an anime called Death Note? Anyone? Hands up? Yeah, so he's the Grim Reaper, right? I have a Shinigami with me, and I just had to write his name because I was like, he's not gonna last. I just wrote his name in the Death Note, and those who knows the rules of the Death Note, they know there's a certain time frame that after your name's written in the Death Note, the Shinigami will get you, so yeah.
Well, Israel Adesanya, of course. Adesanya was raised by the internet, and it shows in his trash talk through his constant use of memes.
And this time when I put you on skates, I'm gonna leave you frozen like Elsa.
He is absolutely relentless with his trolling, and he knows exactly how to push your buttons, often getting his opponents flustered long before the fight ever started.
Look at me. Try me now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Try it again.
His trash talk can be seen as overconfident and cocky, but he's been able to back up his words in the octagon.
Chimaev, you need to do something, motherfucker. I stole everything that you had. But so crazy. I cannot do this. I would like. So I think I need to fight that guy.
Love him or hate him, Paulo Costa is funny as hell. His Twitter account is just filled with bizarre posts poking fun at the entire roster, including Dana White. Costa has made no shortage of enemies over the last few years, sparking animosity between himself and most of the middleweight division.
Month after month, all the cosmetic bullshit you got done, you little bitch.
His trash talk isn't clever, there isn't any subtlety or wordplay. They're just playground insults.
His hair was his fight against my man.
His broken English and carefree attitude makes everything so much funnier.
I was kidding with him, you know. Just hurt him.
When you guys talk, I want to go down there and punch all you in the face. Jesus Christ, you guys are mean.
Sean Strickland has no filter, none at all. Talking smack is in his blood.
You're such a smug, cocky motherfucker that I would probably take a misdemeanor charge just to smack you and watch your head bounce off the ground.
Strickland does it before fights, in between fights, and even during fights. His most notable beefs are with Luke Rockland and Kevin Holland. At the UFC 276 press conference, Sean started a feud with the champ Israel Adesanya, who he wasn't even scheduled to fight, leaving no stone unturned.
The cartoons is gonna beat me.
Bro, trust me. If you ever, I can tell you what. If you win this fight, when we fight, I knock you out. I'm gonna do a TikTok dance over your grave.
His performance at the presser earned Holland's attention approval. Strickland's raw style has grown on many over time and is at times charming.
You know, Big Mouth Jr., you did a good job, son, and I'm proud of you. I can't call you son just yet, but I can call you Big Mouth Jr. You know, I taught you that during the pandemic, how to talk like that. I'm proud of you, my boy. You making Corona in motherfucking California proud, boy. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I am.
I mean, the man is running scared. I cannot force a man who is not willing to step in and fight. I cannot force him into the octagon to face me, but really I cannot hold any grudge towards him because I would not want to face me either.
Any list of the greatest trash talkers in MMA would be incomplete without the presence of Conor McGregor.
Midget, German, steroid head. That's my thoughts on him. So
Conor has transcended the trash talking game to new heights, gaining massive popularity from his verbal warfare and epic promotion of fights. He researches his rivals to find out their flip side and delivers cerebral insults to get into his opponent's head. His trash talk was most effective in his fight with Jose Aldo.
look into my eyes, little man. Little Brazilian. Ooh, vamos, hey.
Aldo was visibly upset leading up to the fight, and more than likely was the reason he was overextended and was knocked out in the first round.